Have you ever stopped to think about what really happens to your money when you save it and when you invest it? Imagine this: every month without fail, you take 1,000 dirham from your pocket or your paycheck and put it inside. You stay disciplined for 10 years straight. Now, here's the big question. What does the future look like after all that effort? Do you come out with a life-changing amount of money, or do you simply end up with a future figure that looks nice on paper but has lots of real value in the world? In this video, I'll be spending the next hour explaining and exploring the exact question in depth. Look together at what happened when you save 1,000 dirham every month in a regular bank account versus what happened if you invest that same amount over 10 years. And trust me, by the end, you will be shocked by the difference. Let's start with the most familiar notes: saving money in a bank account. For most of us, that's what we were taught growing up. Save money for a rainy day. Our parents or teachers, even in the society in general, often tell us that saving equals security. And yes, having money in the bank does feel safe. It's accessible, you can withdraw it at any time, and you don't have to worry about risks. But here's the problem. In today's financial world, safety often comes with a hidden cost, and that cost is called inflation. If you put aside 1,000 dirham each month for 12 months, that's 12,000 dirham in a year. Do that consistently for 10 years, and you have saved 120,000 dirhams. That sounds impressive, right? 120,000 dirham is no small amount. But then the bank adds its so-called interest. In most UAE banks, you will find savings accounts offering around 0.5 to 1.5 interest. Let's say you're lucky and you get one over 10 years. Your 120 dirhams grow into 126,000 dirham, extra of 6,000 dirham. When you think about it, that's not even enough to cover a family home, let alone building works. Now, let's compare that to the real world where inflation exists. Inflation is basically the interest in price of goods and services over time. In the UAE, inflation tends to hover around 2% to 3% per year. That means what costs 100 today might cost 130 10 years from now. So when you come back to your 126,000, in reality, it can only buy you goods worth around 94,000 in today's month. You thought you gained 6,000, but actually you lost around 26,000 purchasing power. That's the silent thief of savings, inflation. And most people don't even realize this until it's too late. Now, let's turn the scenario. What if instead of letting your money sit in a low-interest savings account, you invested that 1,000 dirham every single month for 10 years? Let's consider a conservative average returns of 8% per year. This is not exaggerated. The global stock market historically returns around 7 to 10% annually over the long run. Now, the same 1,000 dirham per month still adds up to 120,000 invested. But thanks to compound interest, your final amount will be closer to 183,000 to 190,000. That's about 60,000 to 70,000 more than simply leaving your money in the bank. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to work harder, find a second job, or take no more stress. The only difference was the decision to invest instead of saving. But let's pause here. Some of you might be thinking, isn't investing risky? What if the stock market crashes? What if I lose everything? These are valid questions, and they come from a place of caution. The truth is, short-term investing does carry risks. Markets rise and fall, but when we talk about consistent investing over 10 years, especially when you spread your money across diversified options like ETFs, index funds, or even gold and real estate investment trusts, the risk becomes significantly lower. In fact, history shows that markets recover from downturns and continue to grow over time. The real danger is not the market going down. The real danger is your money standing still while inflation eats away at it. Let me give you an example. Imagine two friends, Ahmed and Sarah. Ahmed decides to save 1,000 dirham every month in the bank. Sarah decides to invest the 1,000 dirham into a global index fund. After 10 years, Ahmed probably look at his 126,000 savings, but Sarah has around 183,000. The difference between them is nearly 60,000 dirham. Now think about what Sarah can do with that difference. She could use it as a down payment for a property, invest further to grow her wealth, or even take a year off work to travel the world. Meanwhile, Ahmed feels frustrated. He was disciplined, he was consistent, but his choice of where to put the money let him stop. This story isn't just hypothetical, it's playing out every day across the UAE, across Africa, Asia, America, and everywhere. So how exactly can you start investing 1,000 dirham a month in the UAE? The good news is, you don't need to be a financial expert. There are so many platforms like Saba, eToro, and Sasu Bank that gives you access to global ETFs and index fund with just a few clicks. For those who prefer something more traditional, you can look into UAE national bonds or sukuk, which are considered safer. Real estate investment trusts are also an option for those who like properties but don't have millions to buy apartments. The key is to diversify. Don't put all your 1,000 dirham into one stock or one sector. Spread it across different assets so that when one goes down, the other balance it out. At this point, let's revisit inflation one more time because it's the invisible force that most people ignore. Inflation is 3% every year. Then in 10 years, your 100 rand buys you what 74 can buy you. That means your 126,000 in bank might look like a lot, but it's worth less. Investing, on the other hand, is designed to outpace inflation. With an average return of 8%, even after subtracting 3% inflation, you are still growing your money at around 5% in real terms. Over 10 years, that difference compounds massively. Now imagine extending this beyond 10 years. What if you invested 1,000 dirham every month for 20 years? Instead of 183,000 dirhams, your money could grow to nearly 500,000 dirhams. That's the power of compounding. It's not just about the money you put in. It's about the time you give your money to work for you. The longer it stays invested, the harder it works. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the 18th wonders of the world. And when you see the number plays out, it's easy to see why. So what's the lesson here? Saving money in the bank gives you a sense of safety, but in reality, it's a slow leak. Investing, on the other hand, may feel intimidating at first, but is the only way to truly grow wealth and secure your financial future. You don't need to start big. You don't need to wait until you have 10,000 dirhams or 50,000. Starting with 1,000 dirhams today will put you ahead of the person who waits for the perfect time. Because the truth is, the perfect time is now. Every month you delay is a month of compounding loss forever. But now you have seen the numbers, the comparison, the stories, and the long-term impact. So here is the real question for you. In 10 years, do you want to look back at 126 dirham that can barely keep you up with inflation? Or do you want to look back at 183 or more, knowing that your money worked as hard as you did? The choice is in your hands. The future version of yourself is dependent on the decision you make today. If this video inspires you or open your eyes to the truth about saving versus investing, then do me a favor. Hit the like button, share this video with a friend who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more smart money insights every single week. And most importantly, drop a comment below and tell me this: if you had 1,000 dirham every month starting today, would you invest it for the future? I'll be in the comments reading your answer, and I can't wait to see what you decide. Thanks for watching. Bye.